Hey everyone, in this video I will be teaching you how to download Meteor Client and find any base on any server you want using ESP. Step 1 is you're going to go to your Modrinth and you're going to pick an instance that you want to download your ESP on. Then you're going to go to Google and you want to look up Meteor Client. Spelled it wrong, but it's okay. Want to go to Downloads, Archive. Since I'm using 1.21.11, that's what I'm going to be downloading. And then you're going to want to look up Trouser Streak. You're going to want to go to Releases. And you're going to look for, if it says 1.21, see that's 1.21.10, you want 11, since that's what you're playing on. You're going to look for 11. 1.21.11. So download that. And then you're going to want to go to your instance, upload file, Meteor Client, Trouser Streak. And then you're going to want to launch. You do need fabric. You can copy all my mods if you want. You don't really need like half of these. But you are going to need some sort of fabric, I'm pretty sure. You're going to want to let your Minecraft load. Okay. And then I'm not going to join a public server since it is bannable. But I will be joining a single player just to teach you how it works. So you want to click right shift and let's just use block ESP. I do like to make the GUI a little smaller so you can see pretty much everything. Let's just use block actually, let's start with storage ESP. Just the basics, right? You're going to want to turn on tracers. You don't need smoker, you don't need furnace, you don't need dropper, pot, dispenser, crafter, bookshelf, campfire, broomstand, blast furnace. You do need these. And if you want to change the colors, you can. It's not a big deal. Stash Finder is another good one. Have the block as 0 and only have shulker box and ender chest. So everything else, unless you are in the nether end, you put barrel because barrels don't naturally spawn. But you have that on. And then for the trouser streak, you want to have new chunks on. And it doesn't really matter about that. Render height, I would have it a little less. You're gonna have liquid exploit on. And that's about all you really need. Let me get an elytra and fireworks. And as you can see, the green are chunks that have already been loaded by a person, and the red are chunks that have not been loaded. So if you're on a multiplayer server, you're gonna want to look for green and you're gonna want to follow the green. If you're on red, that means no one has been in those chunks. So I'm just gonna go on green. I'm also gonna get a pickaxe. Oh, stash finder. As you can see, there's a base down there. Since I'm in creative, I'm not gonna get a pickaxe, but that's how easy it is. And you go down to the base. You can turn off new chunks, just like digging down, because it kind of gets in the way. But there you go. Found a stash. And that's how easy it is to set up ESP. If you want to get, like, turn off Discord presence, because that shows what you're on. If you want to get more into stuff, I have different ways you can find different farms on servers. If you want to find like a donut gold farm, let's just say on any server, you go to where the overworld border is, but in the nether, So let's say the overworld border is 400k and the nether is going to be 50k. And you're going to want to turn on block ESP and have obsidian on, only obsidian. And so you're going to want to fly on the 50k border. And if you see broken portals under the nether roof and no portals on the nether roof, you're going to want to make a portal. And there's going to be a donut gold farm or gas farm where that is. And I mean, there's others you can turn on, just none are really needed. I mean, free cam, obviously. Free cam, and so you can, you know, like, see the base you found from the surface. And I think that's about it for the video. Thank you everyone for watching, and that is how you set up Meteor Client.